Hello folks, I'm your host, Locum23 here. You're joining me for the app choices, the stories we play, The Crown and the Flame, Book 1, Chapter 17, The Return of the Queen. Now playing as Dominic, you race after Bartel as he attempts to flee from Stormhole. Stop right there! Bartel darts into the kitchen and knocks over a barrel, throwing it in your path. Jump. You leap over the barrel. It'll take more than that to stop me. You follow Bartel out of the kitchens and across the grounds. Bartel darts in the stable and you hear him bar the door behind him. Swing your axe at the door. Swing your axe at the door, splintering the wood just as Bartel comes racing out of the stables on a horse. No! The horse rears. Slash at the horse. Slash at the horse's legs. The horse stumbles, crashing right into you. Ugh! The horse knocks you to the ground, its full weight coming down hard on your chest. You feel your bones give way through the crunch, and then you feel nothing. Oh, well, that's fantastic. When Hill darts to the stable door, you hear him in the door. Swing your axe at the door. Swinging your axe at the door. Alright, so this is going to take us to where we were. Horse rears. You slash at Bartel. Your axe sinks into Bartel's leg. He rolls off the rearing horse. Ah! You're mine, Bartel. I don't know what dark sorcery you wield, but if it won't save you now. Bartel pulls out a pair of daggers. You're the one who needs saving. You grip your axe tightly, willing the fire flowing in the veins to ignite. I need to feed the fire inside me with anger, but I can't take it too far or I'll lose control. Feed your anger or attack Bartel? Think of Rose. Let's try that. You remember the fear in Rose's eyes as Bartel threatened to kill her. Tiny blue flames flicker across the backs of your hands. You will never, never touch Rose again. I'm going to go ahead and try, well, feed your anger. Let's try, because remember, the more we feed it, the more powerful you'll become, in at least according to size, you know. So let's think of a hawk. You remember Bartel's sadistic smirk as he crushed your friend beneath his butt. The flames reach higher, feeding on your rage. You've taken too much from me, you bastard. No more. Think of Tristan. You think of Tristan, refusing to meet your eyes as you're dragged down to the dungeon. You start to sweat, your blood seeming to boil beneath your skin. Flames run down the handle of your axe, dancing along the blade. No more. It ends here. It ends now. Bartel's daggers fall from his trembling hands. No, please, mercy, please. The amulet the monks gave you burns hot against your skin. What the? Think of Luther, or attack Bartel. I think I'm gonna attack him. Let's. What do you want to attack him? The amulet or the axe? I'm gonna go with the amulet. This is the end of you. Fire erupts from your hands. You clench the amulet in your fist, and power flows through you. This can't be. How did you? I told you. This is over. You reach out and grab Bartel's wrist. The fire leaps from your body to his. Blue-white flames surging over his whole entire body. Ah! Ah! The flame burns him eagerly, leaping higher and higher, devouring him. There's one last burst of flame, and Bartel falls to the ground, dead. You collapse against the castle wall, all your strength burned away. It's finally done. That monster will never hurt anyone again. Now playing as Kenna. I won't let Marco get away with this. Still reeling from Gabriel's death, you sprint off to search for Marco, leaving Whitlock behind to unbar the doors and let your army inside. You find Marco in the throne room, with nowhere left to run.
You. I'm not afraid of you.
Marco, it'll be the last mistake you ever make. This is for Gabriel.
Who?
He was the bravest man I've ever known, and my true friend. Your lackey killed him.
If he's dead, it's because your foolish rebellion.
Marco raises a sword and lunges at you. Block. You block Marco's attack.
You're faster than I expected.
I'm full of surprises. You charge, slashing wildly with your trusted short sword.
You hope to cross a royal's blade with some paltry peasant sword?
Marco's blade meets each of your blows, parrying them with practiced grace. Your sword chips and strains under the assault. With a final swing, he pushes you back, sending you staggering to regain footing.
I would say you should come better equipped next time, but we both know there won't be a next time for you.
Marco scoffs, and a smug expression spreads across his face.
We've danced this once before, and we know it ends in your defeat. But, by all means, let us try again.
He bows in an inviting stance, lowering the tip of his blade to the floor, tapping it rhythmically.
I'll even keep the count for you.
Marco lowered his blade faint. You step forward, weapon raised, feigning an attack, and Marco takes the bait. He swings the sword up to parry an attack that never comes, leading him wide open. You pivot, lunge forward, and your attack slips past his guard. Marco steps back, his eyes still locked on you. Nearby, a glass goblet sits on a small table. With a devious grin, he flings the glass in your direction.
Thirsty?
Dodge it. You duck low, deftly evading the glass as it sails overhead and smashes into a distant wall behind you.
Not thirsty.
Marco closes the distance between you with a fencer's stride. In an instant, he is upon you with a slashing blow.
Hiya!
You block just in time. Metal rings against metal as your weapons clash. You push against each other, your weapons locked and grinding. Roll backwards and kick him. You roll onto your back, pulling him with you as you plant your boots in his stomach. Pushing hard with both feet, you flip him over you. Marco lands hard, tumbling across the smooth marble floor.
Oof!
You find your footing, squaring off with Marco.
This ends now!
Marco sprints toward you, a deadly slash aimed at your heart. You gather your strength and parry his blade just in time. Yes, this ends now. With your weapon crossed, Marco pushes close and grabs your throat.
I must admit, you're not bad for a princess.
You swing your knee up into his groin with all the force you can muster.
Hiya!
You both fall into the floor as Marco releases his grip and crumples in pain. I'm not a princess anymore. I'm Queen of Stormholt.
You will pay for that with your life.
Marco takes up his sword and a white-knuckled grip. Where once there was cold cruelty in his eyes, there is now a murderous rage.
Die!
He rushes you, sword raised skyward. You swing your weapon as his blade slashes down. I've got to disarm him. Strike his heart, strike his hand. Swing desperately with your short sword and hit cleanly against his hand. Marco's blade goes flying from his grip.
No!
You point your sword to Marco's throat, forcing him back until he stumbles onto the floor. Your rule here is over.
Oh, are you really going to kill me? You?
Wait! You turn to see a breathless Whitlock burst into the throne room, Leon following close behind him.
We might be able to use him.
No good will come of sparing a man like that. You only give him time to plot and turn men against you. We need to end him. 2 years ago, I watched as your men killed my mother in this very room. My mother, who raised me, who watched me for a dozen sleepless nights when the red flu nearly took me in my youth. My mother who loved me, who wanted nothing for this kingdom but peace.
She was weak. She ended her life just as all weak people do, in the hands of someone stronger.
Maybe you're right, but I'm the stronger one today.
Do it, if you dare.
Okay, so it's time for you to die. I'm guessing this is an alternative to if you don't have enough prestige, but we've done pretty good. I hereby sentence you to death. I'll spare your life. Okay, so apprehensively, I want to do this, given, but I'm worried that I'm going to lose the technocrats. Games where you can't have a save point. I hereby sentence you to death. You raise your weapon high.
Wait, I'm too valuable to simply execute. You must know that. My father will negotiate.
It's like your father said in the very room. He's not the type to negotiate. He said this kingdom needed one ruler. Well, he was right, but it's not going to be him. It's going to be me.
You rule this kingdom. Don't make me laugh. Your motley crew of soldiers may have won this day, but...
In one clean stroke, you smite Marco's head from his body. It rolls to the floor, his face frozen in an expression of disbelief. Sorry, but I couldn't take another second of hearing him speak. Marco's body crumples to the ground, a pool of blood soaking the floor of the throne room. Your weapon feels heavy in your hands. You slowly lower it. That was the right move.
I think I'm going to be sick.
With Marco's head in your hand, you walk outside and address the few remaining soldiers still battling outside. See what happens to tyrants! Marco is defeated! This battle is over! Seeing you, the remaining Nevreka soldiers begin to surrender. The day is lost. I surrender. As Nevreka soldiers surrender, a cheer goes up from the battlefield. Well, look at that! We actually pulled it off! The day is ours! Marco's rule has ended! 3 cheers for Queen Kenna! Huzzah! 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 The Queen of Stormhold. Long may she reign! As the cheering continues, you return inside. We did it. We won. We won. Thanks to Gabriel's sacrifice, but at what cost? Well, we knew the cost that was going forward. Anyone was going to die, but thanks to Gabriel's sacrifice. I knew Gabriel for years. He watched you grow from a baby. It was a sworn duty to protect you until his dying breath. What he did today, he did because he knew it was worth it. He'd be proud of you, Kenna. Listen to them cheer your name outside. You did it. Stormhold is ours again. At last.
No, we did it. Stormhold is ours again. And this is just the beginning.
After progress. Instead of allowing Parker to live, you chose to minimize the risk. Take his head in retribution for taking your kingdom. You've won the battle. Congratulations. Overall progress. Still not gonna get used to seeing that. Rest in peace, Gabriel. But wait, I'm not dead. I'm here in spirit, as if I'm speaking through the midi-chlorians of the Force. Hope you guys did enjoy Book 1. We do have Book 2 that is out. So let's go ahead and go down here and just to show you guys. Right now, I believe there's 2 chapters. Yes, 2 chapters of Book 2. Most Wanted, still none. And then 4 chapters of Freshman Book 2. We are going to start doing those. So stay tuned. We're now going to focus, well, solely pretty much on these 2. So look forward to that. Once we get another 30 diamonds, we'll either do James and the Masquerade Ball or Chris Luxurious go the other way. I'm going to probably lean towards James and the Masquerade Ball once we hit 30. And then once we hit 30, then we'll eventually do the Chris one, but by then something tells me there will be something else out. Maybe, who knows? Something cool fantasy-wise, diamond price-wise, who knows? But I hope you guys did enjoy. And like always, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And like it says, new chapters each week. Well, you know what? I do all the videos to catch us up. And, you know, you guys get to look at my decisions, get to either choose different, or avoid having mistakes, or you guys get to enjoy it. So, you know, hey, until next time, folks, have a good one.